The Reds take on the Braves game one, and that's going to be a 12:08 Eastern first pitch. The Braves are minus a buck and a quarter, total 7.5. We're hitting at 67% in our last 21 NBA tier package plays on patreon.com/Brock Page. We're also 4-1 in our last 5 daily best plays on that site as well. And the good news is this: the daily best play costs just $1.99. For more information on how you can access this exclusive premium sports betting content, link for that site is in the description section below. And once again, that's patreon.com/Brock Page. Now, the Reds are plus 105 for some money line cash. And if you like Cincy on the run line, they're minus $2 catching the 1.5. Trevor Bauer's on the bump for the Reds. Max Fried for the Braves. Now, Max Fried went 7-0 in the regular season, 2.25 ERA and a 2.9 WAR. Fried struck out 50 batters in 56 innings of work and has a 1.08 WHIP. The Braves won 91% of their ball games this year when Max made the start. Atlanta's in the top 3 in the league in scoring, top 3 in hits. They finished the season 10 games above 500, and they won 63% of their games at Truist Park. They averaged 6.3 runs per contest at home this season and nearly 5 offensive walks per game. Marcell Ozuna led the club in hits, homers, and RBI. Marcell hit 18 homers and knocked in 56. He ranked in the top 3 in the league in both of those categories. Sorry about that. Freddie Freeman led the club in batting average and on-base percentage. He batted .321 in the regular season, which was 3rd in Major League Baseball. He also had 53 RBI on the year, which ranks 3rd as well. Freddie's got a staggering on-base percentage of .462. The Braves are winning nearly 68% of their ball games when favored. They're taking on a Cincy team who really struggled to get on the scoreboard this year. They're ranking the bottom 3 in the league in scoring, bottom 3 in hits. His Reds lineup also averaged just 3.5 runs per contest away from home. Since he's been victorious in just 3 out of their last 7 Trevor Bauer starts, literally no run support for the guy, although he's shown really good stuff this year. The Reds also rank in the top 10 in most road walks allowed, and they find themselves winning just 38% of their games when catching plus money. Now, total-wise, since these last 3 contests all got over the posted number. Meanwhile, the Braves on the other side went 5-1 to the over in their last 6 at Truist Park. Max Fried's last 4 starts all got over the line as well. Plenty of run support for Max. Give me the Braves winning this one straight up and the over 7.5 in that contest. And before we go ahead and move on, just want to take another quick time out and welcome you to the video. Got some lines and personal leans out for, what day is it? Wednesday's MLB baseball action. Happy Wednesday to you. It is hump day. The weekend is right around the corner. Now, before we go ahead and move on, just got to quickly, remind you once again that we are hitting at 67% in our last 21 NBA tier package plays on patreon.com/Brock Page. We're also 4-1 in our last 5 daily best plays on that site as well. And the daily best play costs just $1.99. For more information on how you can join in on the action, link for that site is in the description section below. And once again, that's patreon.com/Brock Page. And moving on, we're going to take a look at the Astros Twins game 2, 1:08 p.m. East. Minnesota's down 1-0 in this series. That said, though, the Twins are still the $1.45 favorite in this game here today, total 7.5. And if you like the Astros in another upset here, they're plus a buck and a quarter for some money line cash. Jose Urquidy for the Astros, Jose Barrios for the Twins. Now, Barrios has an unimpressive 4.00 ERA and a 1.32 WHIP thus far in the season. He's walked 26 batters in 63 innings of work, and the Twins lost 2 out of their last 3 ball games where Jose threw out the first pitch. This Twins lineup also ranks in the bottom 10 in hits on average per game, top 10 in striking out at home. Minnesota's lost 3 out of their last 4 ball games. They average just 2 runs per contest in those losses. The Twins also possess the longest postseason losing streak in the history of North American sports, as they lost their 17th straight postseason contest yesterday to Houston. They are certainly snake bit right now. And speaking of the Astros, they're in the top 3 in fewest strikeouts at the plate. They also have Jose Urquidy on the mound here today. 2.73 ERA in nearly 30 innings of work this season. Urquidy's walked just 8 batters, and he has a 1.01 whip. Kyle Tucker led the team in hits and RBI in the regular season. Tucker batted in 42. Michael Brantley also led the club in batting average, hitting 300, and he also had an on-base percentage of 364. Now, total-wise, the Astros went 6-3 to the under in their last 9 ball games. Meanwhile, the Twins on the other side saw 7 out of Barrios' last 9 starts stay under the line themselves. The Twins also saw 22 of 31 home games this season stay under the total as well. That is certainly remarkable. Give me the underdog Houston Astros plus 1.5 and the under 7.5 in that contest. All right, next and final matchup for part 1. Look out for part 2 a little bit later. Marlins, Cubs, 2:08 p.m. Eastern first pitch. The Cubs are minus $1.60, totals 8 runs. And if you like the Marlins in an upset, they're plus $1.35 to win and minus 155 catching the 1.5. We got Sandy Alcantara for the Marlins, Kyle Hendricks for the Cubs. Now the Cubs have lost in 4 out of Hendricks' last 8 starts. Chicago also ranks in the bottom 3 in the league in hits on average per game. They're averaging less than 7.1 hits per contest. Chicago's won just 3 out of their last 9 ball games as well. They also dropped 8 out of their last dozen against the NL East. The Cubbies rank in the bottom 3 in home scoring, but rank in the top 3 in most home strikeouts at the plate. The Cubs are scoring just 3.4 runs per contest on average at Wrigley this year. They're also taking on a pesky Marlins team who has Sandy Alcantara on the bump, who has a 3.00 ERA in 42 innings of work this season. Sandy struck out 39 batters and has a 1.19 whip. The Marlins have won 71% of their ball games when Alcantara made the start. Miami averages nearly 5 runs per contest on the road, and they rank in the top 10 in road hits. They've also remarkably cashed in on the run line in 73% of their road games this season. Jesus Aguilar leads the club in hits, batting average, and on-base percentage. Aguilar's batting .277 with an OBP of .352. Brian Anderson's also hit 11 homers for the Fish and knocked in 38. When it comes to the total on this one, Alcantara's last 3 consecutive starts stayed under the posted number. Matter of fact, Miami's 4-2 to the under in their last 6 meetings with Chicago. Meanwhile, the Cubs on the other side went 6-1 to the under in their last 7 contests against their fellow National Leaguers. The Cubs have also gone 70% to the under in their last 10 at Wrigley. So once again, another underdog for me. Give me the underdog Marlins plus 1.5 and the under 8 runs in that game. And with that, guys, that is going to do it for me. Once again, be on the lookout for part 2 that's going to come out in a couple of hours here. And that's going to feature five games on that video. I think it's going to feature at least 4 games, but I think it's going to feature 5 games on that video. So a little bit more content on that part 2 video to come, but just wanted to get this one out for you before the games actually started. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me. Gotta thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. Just want to quickly remind you, if you guys decide to maybe sign up for a package here today on Patreon, just keep in mind we bill you the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. So if you sign up today, you're going to get billed today, and then you're going to get billed again tomorrow. It's just the way their billing cycle falls. So you may want to hold off until tomorrow, but if you want to get in the action today, you are going to get billed today and then the first of every month following that. But anyway, guys, got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, happy Wednesday to you. Happy hump day to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.